called it. All right, so we learn a group, greatest common factor and group factor. Actually, this is the basic part, very basic part, right? Very basic part. So group factor, we will now move a little bit further with these kinds of common situation. When they give 3 terms, trinomial, 3 terms. How do you factor them? All right, so let's use some example to get this way, right? So we first met the first situation is give you 3 terms. How you factor them? How you factor them? Right. Let's see a very quick example here. Say x squared plus 4x plus 3. Can you guys factor this one? Anyone can factor this one? Anyone can, if you can factor, can you please write the answer on the screen? You can do that. Max, can you factor this one? Anyone take your notebook out, use the group factor, try to factor this one. You guys maybe say, okay, those 3 terms. First term, second term, third term. So first term and second term, yes, they have common factor x, but the rest only 1. How can I factor them? Or maybe say you consider this is 3 terms. Okay, so x is their not common factor. The coefficient 1, 4, 3 is their coefficient. They have no common factor. Common factor grade is 1. So they cannot be further factored if we use the GCF or group factor, right? You cannot be further factored here, right? Right. So what are we to do? Right now we introduce, if I do a little bit further change, I say x squared, I break it down into here into 2, became 3x plus x plus 3. What do you think? Can we use the group factor? Yes, right? We can use this as group, right? Just like what are we doing right now? So right now we change into x plus 3, and the second one is x plus 3 times 1 here, right? So x plus 3 is the common group factor, and the rest is x plus 1. Did you see this one? If you do use the Fourier methods, you can get that here. So what's part actually we make our cannot move forward this part, right? How you know 4x can break it down into here? Why this one break it down here? Why you not breaking down 2x plus 2x? Right? So why? How this one can do it? How you know this is needed? You break it for something like this is a huge number. So let's multi different kinds of combinations. So how do you know? So that's the one we needed to know here is here. You can see these 3. These 3 can be factored into 1 times 3. So that's 1 here and 3 here. Let's this come from. So you can break it down 1x plus 3x actually got 4x. So this 3x plus 1 actually is come from this c. So you need to be careful about this c and relationship between c and b, right? Something like c right here is 3. So they can be factored into 1 times 3. So this one can be broken down into 1 times 3. So the coefficient actually. So what's this one? So this kinds of b actually is the sum of the factors of c, sum of the factors of c. If you by c broke into different factors, something like 3, now you break it into 3, 1, and 3, right? So 1 plus 3, you got a b. Did you get what that means? So it means you need to factor this one first and try to, like 3, So only thing can be factored 1 times 3, right? So right now you get 1 times 3. Sometimes can be factored into what? -1 times -3, right? This 3 can be factored into 1, 3 or -1 times -3. The sum of these two is 4. The sum of these two is -4. Right? So this is C and this is B. So your first step is actually try to factor this C and find their factors and find their sums. Sum of the factors is there which one can exactly match B. So we use which group to be the factor. All right, let's see more example here. Let's see more example here. All right, let's see this one. This is x squared plus 7x plus 12. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, can you guys take your notebook out, factor this one now? Factor this one. Use our rule. I say first factor C. Factor it. Find there something like say right now it's 12, right? And try to find the sum of the factors. Sum of those factors can exactly match B. So first we do this step first. Right now it's 12, right? When leave one, here is x squared plus bx plus c. So we find the c. C is this constant number, constant term. We factor this one first. So this one can be factored into what? 1 times 12, right? 2 times 6, 3 times 4. And they're both negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, right? Both positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Right? The sum of them. So here is 13 plus 13. If they're both positive is plus 13. If both negative is negative 13. If both positive is 8. If both negative here is negative 8. And both positive 7, negative 7. So actually the B result for here description is 7. So only this one, positive 3, positive 4, right? Can match here in this group. So it means this part will break it down into 3 and 4. All right, breaking down 3 and 4. Right? So now we make it much easier. We group it. First group is x plus 3. Second group is 4x plus 3, right? So way much easier. So x plus 3, x plus 4. You got it? So actually this step is most critical. How you break it down into 3x plus 4x. That's what I say. In these kinds of description, x squared plus b plus bx plus c. First, we factor this c, this constant factor, constant kinds of term, and find their factors. Group, find like a factor, let's at least 2 factors, right? And then find their sum, and then try to find which of these sum match exactly B. So we take the group here, and the middle term can be broken into the 2 numbers, 2 factors. So you got a result. All right, so much easy, right? All right, let's see another one here. So this is x squared minus 12x plus 35. So first we need this is C, right? Constant number one. We factor this one first. 35. We want to find the sum of the factors should be negative 12. Did you see that? If 35, if factor 2 numbers, the sum of them is negative. So the 2 factors should be both negative, right? All right, let's see from beginning. So they can break it down. 1 times 35. or -1 times -35, right? What about second one? 5, 7. +5 on +7, -5, -7. Other than that, what are others? No others, right? Less more. In your mind, can be these 35 can be factored? No. So sum of these two is 36. Sum of these two is -36. Sum of the 5, 7 is 12. Sum of -5, -7 is -12. So only -5, -7 match up here, right? So we take a -7, -5 as the breaking down. So it means this one can be broken down as -5x and -7x. All right. Right. So it can be grouped and grouped right now. It's way much easier right now since you know this part. Right. Okay, so x minus 5 is the common part, x minus 7. Check it. Right now we go back, check it. X squared, -7x, -12x, and 35. Right? Got it? All right. Take your notebook out, do this factor this part. Factor this one now. I need to ask someone put your note answers are right on the screen. Take your notebook out. So let's see the negative first see this expression. The constant term is C here, right? -14. So we need the factor and find sum of them is +5. You can do these kinds of progress in your mind. You can do this progress in your mind. If you don't like write down, I write down, try to make everyone can understand. Let's do this again. So -14, which one can be factored? They've been factored +1, -14, right? Or -1, +14. Second, 2, -7, -2, +7. Other than that, what's others? That's all, right? That's all. All right, the sum of them. Here is -13, here is +13, here is -5, here is +5. So what B? Which one match B? Last one, right? Last one match B. So we use the -2, +7, right? So it means this one breaking down -2x plus 7x. Let's copy the rest. Right? So here it became 5x, right? So right now we group it. So x minus 2. And second group is 7x minus 2. So x minus 2 is the group factor, right? So x plus 7. Oh. Right? Right? Is it correct? Is it easy, right? So, all right, let's see more examples. Let's go back to see here. Let's go back, see here. Let's see this one. See these examples. 15. So this is here is x squared minus ax and plus 15. So what we need to do? So you quickly think, you can think in your mind right now. 15, -3, -5, right? -3, -5. So actually here you can quickly just write it out. Did you think it's interesting? -3, -5. We just put it in this kinds of expression actually come out here. Did you think you just see? We just one step quickly can get the results. Right? Right now, let's go back to see this one. This one, 3. So it's +1, +3, right? Did you think interesting? 1, 3, -3, -5. The sum of them is here. The product of them is 0, right? That's interesting, right? Did you guys clear understanding? All right, can you guys take your notebook? I really need you guys to do this one now. I cannot do all of them. You guys need thinking. -12, what number factor, and then the sum of the factor can be this one. So I can just do like this way, all right? X, we need to find another one factor here, right? X, we need another factor here. What's the factor? The sum of them, the product of them is -12, and the sum of them is +4. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys speak louder? I heard someone talking about results. Thomas, can you think? Can you find out? 12, -12. -12.
2 and 6.
Say it again.
-2 and 6.
-2, +6. Exactly. Yep. So -12, when you break it down, you can possibly break it down into what? A lot, right? -1, +12, +1, -12, +2, -6, -2, +6, +3, -4, -3, +4. That's all, right? All right, let's find sum of them. Sum of them here is 11, here is -11, here is -4, here is +4. Here is -1, here is +1. So sum of them match up B is +4, right? So -2, +6. That's it. That's it. Let's come from. All right. So can we do this one? -42. What factored can be factored into, and the two factors, sum of the two factors will be -1. -7, +6, right? You can quickly can do these kinds of factor right now. So R -7, R +6. That's it. All right. We know this progress is like when we're thinking about it, we need to do these kinds of progress and then do the group factor, got this one. But if you very familiar with this progress, you can do this progress in your mind, right? So let's see here, -12, how to factor? You can give -1, 42, or +1, 42, -42, and -2, 21, +2, -21, +3, there's a lot of them, right? 14, -14, -3, +14, +6, 7, -7, -6, +7. Other than that, more, even more, right? Nope, that's all of them. That's all of them, right? So you can find some of them. Here is 41. Here is -41. Here is +19. Here is -19. And here is what? -11. Here's +11. Here's -1. Here is +1. So which one match up here? B. -1 is right here. So it's -7, +6. So it means what? R squared breaking down into positive R, 6R minus 7R minus 42, right? So we're going to do the group factor. R +6 minus 7, R+6, right? So we group here is the breakdown from the -R. So one -R breaking down into 6R minus 7R, right? So right now R+6 is the group factor. We can quickly get it here, right? So if you know this progress and find, you can see these two, the product of them is -42. The sum of them, -7 plus 6 is -1. You can quickly get these results, right? All right, let's do a little bit further. All right, let's see further. Let me clean the screen. All right, can we do this one? Do this one. So first we need to organize them first, right? We need to organize them. Make sure write into this kinds of format. So the C is 40. And the sum of the factors is -13. So actually, so you guys thinking about it, 40, what factored 40? The two factor, sum of the two factor will be -13.
-8 and -5.
Yep, exactly. Very quickly. Yep. So you can see this one can goes to -5, -8. Double check it, double check it. So t squared, right? -8t, -5t, and plus 40. So -8 plus -5, so -13 here, right? Let's make it way much easier, right? Just like this one is x plus 6, x minus 2, right? Like this one is -5, -7, so it's x minus 5, x minus 7. Just one step. You can quickly work this one, do the factoring progress in your mind. You don't necessarily write out. If you can write out, that's very great. But if you work in your mind, yes, make it quicker, more high efficient. All right, let's see this one. See this kinds of thing. Firstly, a lot of maybe people very uncomfortable about this one because of these two variables. How can I factor in? I give you a hint here is, skill here is, you consider y, if you have the two variable, consider y as 1 first. We just consider y as 1. Or another way we do is like this. We, consider this one. This is the first kind of method I always do. Consider y as 1. So you can rewrite this one like this. Right? So right now we can factor this one easily. This one can be factored into 3 and 4, right? X plus 3, x plus 4. Right? So right now we put it back. Right now we put it back. Put it back y. Right here. So we can check this way. X squared, right? Here is 4xy. Here 3xy and 12y squared, right? So can easily to factor this way. All right. So here, be careful about these kinds of things. Have two variables. Another method is do like this way. Both sides we take this way out. Exactly like what I'm doing right now. Actually, this is best method ever I do. Just consider y as the 1, but you need to do double check. Make sure you are exactly can match up here. So second method is actually what I'm doing is we hold this polynomials, divide y squared. We take a y squared out. All right. So what's the rest inside? X, right? So first here becomes 7x divided y and plus 12. Make it a little bit not good looking. And then this is became what? X divided y squared plus 7x divided y plus 12. So this one match up. Oh, sorry, missed here. So this one here like t. So we use the t equal xy. We make it so the internal this part can be divided what? T squared, right? Plus 7t plus 12. So we needed to factor this part. This part is just like what are we factoring? This 12 actually can be factored into 3, 4. 3, 4. Sum of 3, 4 is 7, right? So we match up here. So t replace back. This is not I like to suggest to do. I prefer the first method. It's way much easier. So y time one of the y inside time another y inside here. So you got x plus 3y, x plus 4y. The result is exactly the same, right? Result is exactly the same here, but this take way much longer. So I prefer you guys careful about this xy. You can consider y equal 1 first and then replace back, put this back. All right, let's see another example, this one. Let me copy here. X power 4. X power 4 plus 5x squared plus 6. So you can see here, this is way much higher. This is not x squared plus 5x plus 6. The same progress like these second methods. We introducing another kind of number, say t equal x squared. All right. So this one became t squared plus 5t plus 6. All right. So you can see this is make it way much simplified, right? So right now we factor this one. Factor this one. Thinking is 6. 6 can be factored into 2 times 3, right? 2 times 3. The sum of these two equal 5. So this one actually t plus 2, t plus 3. And then we'll replace this back. Replace this back. Right? Okay, let's double check it. Let's double check it. First, x cubed, x power 4, 3 times x squared, 2 times x squared. So actually 5x squared. And finally, 2 times 3 equals 6, right? We check it, it makes sense. Right? Right? Interesting word, right? Interesting progress, right? Okay, so let's do this last one before we finish. So this one actually can be factored into what? Same progress as what I'm doing right now, right? Okay, so x power 4 plus 13 x power square and 12. So this one, we consider this one as what? Consider like this. This is considered one term, right? Consider one level. So 12 can be factored into what? 12 times 1. 12 times 1. And the sum of these two got 13, right? So you can break it down as x squared plus 1, x squared plus 12. Let's double check it. X power 4, 12x squared and x squared, so got a 13x squared, right? And plus 12. Okay. All right. So most importantly, the thing is for this progress is how you break it down, how you factor this constant number and find the factors, and some of the factors is exactly match the coefficient of this B. That's the first situation. How to factor in this format, in this kinds of format. How to factor into x minus or x plus something and x plus another's. The sum of this will equal B. The product of these two factors will be equal C, right? All right, that's all for today. Any questions? Nope, I didn't hear any questions from your side. So, so if you have any questions, maybe you can ask your daddy and mom, okay, your parents, and or you can send message to me. Also, I want to remind you guys, I want to share a little bit more about information. You guys, do you know guys often goes to the videos to check it, what we learned during the class? You can go to the YouTube I sent out earlier during the next, go to the swimming. Okay, all right, swimming. Okay, you can leave early. And did you guys know the link to the channels? We have the recorder of these videos. Everyone, if not, just go ahead and check the email I sent out. All right, so make sure you can review what we learned in the classes. If you still have questions, just give me a call or send me a message. Sounds good? Thank you. I'll see you next week. Oh,
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
yeah, take care. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.